Hey guys, so we are in our backyard currently. Check it out. Snuck the van right in through the gate. Fits perfectly. Otto, what's up? On today's episode, we are going to get into the specs of the van, the engine size, all the things that I don't know about. I'm going to tell you. Mileage, what we paid for the van, where we found the van, and we're also going to do more of a detailed view of the inside. So let's get right into it. Say hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Come this way. All right, so this van is a 1995 Ford Econoline V8, 5.8 liter, 351 Windsor engine. Did I nail it?
I think you nailed it.
Roast me in the comments because I have no idea. I don't even know what this is. I'm learning. We're grooving. But anyways,
we're recording here.
it's a professional production. Like I said, I don't know anything. Jess probably knows more than me.
Always. No.
But it's been fun to learn. It was important for us to buy something a little older. That way, it'd be a lot easier to work on, a lot cheaper. All this newer stuff is just all computers. So YouTube's been a big help. We've already done a few repairs. We'll get into that in a later video. Our neighbor has been a tremendous help. He's an older guy. Old guys rule. I mean, he's like living proof of that. He's got like 10 dirt bikes he's ripping up and down. I told him he was an inspiration, his age and what he does and how he just keeps it moving. And he said, without a beat, he said, I'll jump that dirt bike over your van right now if you want me to. So
maybe we'll get that in our next video.
maybe we'll get that. Yeah, and then we'll just become, we'll get Evel Knievel.
Yeah.
Over there. So anyways, he's been a huge help. Like I said, we've done a couple minor repairs that turned into major repairs, but
just major in time.
More than
anything.
Learned a ton already. And we end up going on this trip of ours. We want to know this vehicle inside and out. That way, if anything happens, at least we can, have an idea of what's going on. So this is the engine. This is something to do with the air filter.
We're learning.
I say all this to say we have no idea what we're doing, and that's okay.
And we want to inspire people.
Just don't feel intimidated if you don't know. Ask a friend. YouTube, ChatGPT has been huge. I mean, pros and cons to that, but as far as like learning stuff, that's been a huge help for us. And just send it. Who cares? Like, you're gonna learn a lot. This thing's got oil. It's got a battery. And that kind of sums it up with the engine. So let's take it over this way. Just did a immaculate detail of the inside a couple days ago. It smells new. It had like that old van smell, which is fine, but coconut surf wax, that's more of our vibe.
You don't have to lean into it.
I'm about to pop on back. I'm getting deep.
Oh, okay.
So this thing currently has 142,000 miles as it sits. It's a 1995. That's not a ton of miles for that year. So supposedly the 351 Windsor, it's a small block V8. I probably messed that up, but we were calling for some parts a couple weeks ago. Told the guy the engine. He was like, ooh, nice. We're like, is that a good nice or what? He's like, yeah, that's a really good engine. He went in a story how he had it in an old Ford. He loved it, strong engine. So we're like, cool. Fell into some gold here. So from the research that we've done, maintaining this thing properly, taking care of it, this thing can go 400,000 miles. So this thing's just breaking in. It's hot in here. Today was the hottest day of the summer. 120 index, I think it was, in Florida. So,
what do you think about that? Too hot.
Yeah. So as we make our way into the living room, we're going to get into the price of what we paid for this. So once we had our minds set on what type of van we wanted, we didn't have the money to go buy one of those $150,000 decked out vans. Those are really cool. Would love to have one of those one day, but not right now. We wanted to do this as cheap, cost effective as possible We didn't want a monthly payment of any kind, and we actually sold one of our vehicles to get this van. We have the luxury of working close to our home, so this could be our daily driver. I actually went from a V8 truck to a V8 van, so it's not really much of a difference in gas mileage, and it's something that we're going to use the hell out of. So with that being said, after a lot of searching, a lot of patience, we found this van. I think in another video we'll get into the depths of how we got it, because it is kind of tied to where we're going. But with all that being said, we paid $8,000 for this van. It was by far the best deal that I found, by a long shot, for what it offers. We say that to say you don't have to have a lot of money to get a van like this. You don't have to get yourself into some crazy monthly payment by going to buy a Sprinter van or a Ford Transit. Just stay patient on Facebook Marketplace. Have the money in hand when you go look at something. If you find a van that you really like and you go with cash and you give these people a reasonable offer, more often than not, they're going to take that offer. It's a niche thing for people to sell, so it takes them a long time. I've seen vans on Facebook Marketplace for sale for over a year, because not everybody is looking for a van that has a bed and a cabinet and all that. So,
or even an older model. And don't, like we said earlier, don't be afraid of an older model, obviously, as long as everything looks good,
yep,
no rust and low mileage. An older vehicle, like we said, has its perks. You can actually work on it, where some of the newer ones, they're a little bit more tricky. So
yep,
just keep your mind open and stay patient, like Austin said.
Yep. And
you also end up meeting some really cool people when you
yep,
buy things on Facebook Marketplace. If you've not done it before, you know, someone who had a van like this usually has some pretty cool adventures to talk about.
yep.
So that's a really neat experience too.
Absolutely. And all over YouTube, you see people take these really cool older vans, trucks, cars all over the world. And if they can do it, we can do it, and you can do it. So why not? You're going to learn a lot. You're going to be connected to the van. You know, you want to, I mean, in our opinion, you want to learn everything there is to know about this van. If you're going to do this, you have to have knowledge of the van, because you're going to be sending it across wherever you're going, and you have to have knowledge. You just can't go into it blindly and hope that there's a mechanic at your, you know, because that also, the prices add up. You know, we've already saved ourselves probably $1,000 by just asking around and doing stuff ourselves. So with all that being said, we still can't believe we have this van. We're potentially a month away from going on the first trip, potentially do an 8 or 9 hour trip up into the mountains. We're super excited to get this thing on the road.
Right now, it's just been too hot anywhere.
So hot.
So we're just focusing on getting work done to the van, figuring out what we need, what we don't need, and then hopefully in a month or so, we'll be sending it up to the mountains.
The video's not over yet. We're going to give you a walkthrough of the van. And if you haven't already, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. Follow us on Instagram at Slow Your Roll. Follow us on Facebook. There's potentially a new shirt coming out in the next couple of videos. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you back here for the next episode. So if any of that made any sense, we appreciate you.
If you guys have any questions or any tips, if you're familiar with this kind of vehicle and have any tips for us, drop them in the comments. We love building a community through YouTube. It's been so much fun, the people that we've connected with so far through making these videos. So we love to stay connected with you guys, and thank you so much for following along.
Yep. We appreciate it. We'll see you back here next time. Peace.
These stickers were on both sides of the van, and they're not really our style. Anyone has any tips on how to remove these? And you know, sometimes you see where like stickers have been removed and you still see the outline of it. If anyone has any tips on how to properly and effectively get these stickers off, please let us know in the comments. Thanks.